Bortle here at the 250th Los Angeles YCS event with Whoa. Please introduce yourself to the world, man.
My name's Adam Belohradsky. I got top 32.
Nice. With what deck?
I played Traptrix.
Traptrix. Well, let's go. What made you decide to play this deck for the event, man?
I think it was the best meta call for the event. I think the deck is definitely not explored enough by the community. Yeah, I think it matched up really well. It plays really well into like a wide field like it was today.
Okay, sweet. Before we start the deck profile, any shout outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out, let me start with my girlfriend Alexa for being supportive, letting me come out here. I love you. Shout out to Team JRB and Jobber. Shout out to the group, Salas, Kyle, Micah, responsible for several tech cards in here. And then I hope I got this guy's name right. I definitely forgot it, but he gave me a water after top 64. But Jacob P, he also top. I think that's his name. I hope it is.
Okay, sweet. Well, without further ado, please show us the top 32 Trap Goon.
Cool. So 3 Myrmilio, 3 Mantis, 3 Pudica, 2 Dionea, 2 Kampa. That's my monster lineup. I chose to play 2 of these and not 3. You really just want to search it. I considered going down to 1 even. But I wanted to have a nice number of extenders. So on top of that, with the 3 parallel, it gives me 5 total. And playing 2 gives me a better run versus Runic and Cash banishing off the top, not hitting a combo piece. Yeah, so that is my monster lineup. For spells, I just played 3 Prosperity and 2 Garden. Kind of the same thing, right? I played 3 Pudica, so I played 2 Garden with it. It's one of the best things to draw going second to play through boards with Engine. It's not really in case you get it banished or anything to use the second one, but if it does, kind of same thing with Kampa, where if you have the second one in your deck, one gets hit off a Runic or one gets hit off a Cash, you can still play, and it's great to draw going second. 3 Traptrix Holotea, and then my trap holes, I played double Gravedigger, 1 Floodgate Trap Hole, and 1 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. I was using Bottomless instead of the second one last weekend, trying to get some extra win rate versus Branded when they normal summon Fall into Valbaz. Ultimately, though, the Gravedigger helps just as much in that matchup, and I really didn't want to lose to Nibiru.
What are your thoughts on the other popular ones such as Time Space and the new Terrifying Trap Hole?
Yeah, Time Space is interesting too. I think these 2 cards just cover those scenarios enough. You don't necessarily need to have like the best trap hole to put it back, just enough to kind of slow things down. And then the other one, Terrifying Trap Hole, that's what turned into Bottomless, which just turned into the second Gravedigger. The biggest thing with Terrifying was like its interaction with Mirror Jig, getting it off the field and banishing it so it doesn't blow up your board. I kind of realized that wasn't what I was afraid of in that matchup. It was more just them getting out of control. If they blow my board at the end of turn, that's not the issue. I can rebuild the board pretty easy. So.
Speaking about that matchup, you face any of those with Jinzo and the?
I didn't play a single Branded this weekend. And then, so that's kind of my traps. And I have 12 non-engine slots. It's 41 cards, but triple Evenly, triple Imperm, triple Ash, and then triple Gamma Seal. So, I mean,
main deck games.
Yeah, not anything super out of the normal. Like a lot of people are using Book in this spot, some other hand traps, but I think this was the most important one, going second into Cash for me.
What was the 41st card, if you want me asking?
The 41st card was actually one here. I was really trying to get to 12 total non-engine for math sake. I thought about cutting down the trap holes and just playing 1 Gravedigger with 4 trap holes, but the math behind cutting 1 extra trap did start to hurt, and I wanted to protect the 12 non-engine.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm digging the 8 trap hole lineup.
Yeah. We'll do extra deck. So I played double Rafflesia, Alamaris, Pinguicula, Redoer, Baguska and Zeus, aka my Prosperity targets. I did summon this once. I don't really intend to ever summon him. Kinda comes up. This outed Psychic and Punisher in top 64. The guy's board was Baron, Arise Heart with 6 material, Psychic and double back row. And I was able to Dark Ruler, Evenly, make my board, Bagooska at the end, put Punisher in defense, then next turn, access code at 53, hit over it, and then kill him through that. So I wish that one was on the feature, not what did happen. But, and then this might be some kind of spice, but this little engine here. So this is a really cool way to set up a board when you only have 3 extra monsters and you can't go into double rank 4. Because you can use Sarah to go into here, and 2 4s to go into here. You get Pudica search out from this effect, so you get it in rotation into the graveyard as an interaction. This gives you follow-up for the next turn, and then this is a monster negate. And there are some hands where it can add a spell under it going into their turn. You can kind of play around Book of Moon, Book of Eclipse with that.
This makes your extender Traptrix monster nice, right?
Yeah, and I think I go back and forth with whether this should be this one or the Rika Teardrop. I think I'm going to go with Teardrop just for the stats. The 26 with 53 on access code's only 79, and the Teardrop's 81, and that math, this line goes straight into access code after. Access code, Adipus, 3 Sarah with no link to. Never.
Thoughts on Cooley area, man?
It's dog. It's not good. I'd rather play like a Nightmare Phoenix or something if I wanted to link to. It just doesn't come up. It's not a real card.
Pretty sick extra deck overall.
Yeah, I mean, this, one of the most important cards, like, if I was playing against Cash and they were banishing this more, it would have been harder to end the games. I think it probably hits a point of, like, I have enough traps set up that they probably lose a lot of those games anyway, but this is what should have been getting banished and not Zeus. Yeah. And the side deck, I was really scared of Branded. So I have 3 Bell, 2 Duster, or 1 Duster, 2 Dark Ruler, 3 Cosmic, 3 Spell Fragrance, and 3 Barrier. Shout out to him for the Spell Fragrance tech. With this deck, it's crazy because you can just Murmillo and pop like all 4 whatever they set, and it's just free. Against Runic, I played 4 Runics this event. Even going second, having this just to get 1 turn turned off is enough to crack the fountain and get through everything. I don't know. If I expect to play Branded more, I will keep these. I kind of wish I went with Droll instead, or even Veiler. But yeah, overall, everything else here was great. Cosmic was great, Fragrance was great, Dark Ruler was great.
With 2 is enough for you?
I might actually go 3 without Duster. I never drew Duster. I never felt like I wanted Duster. There's maybe 1 or 2 times I prosperity'd hoping for it, but...
Any Labyrinth matchups during the weekend?
Not this weekend. I played a couple last weekend at the regional I played. That matchup's weird. It really comes down to... Skill drain determines a lot of the games, for sure. Okay. When you get into the interactions, though, like, I have so many things that can respond to their traps and their lady effect so that she can't trigger in response. And if I get a turn where I can start resolving cards, it's kind of like the Spell Fragrance Murmillo, like I can just start sniping things off.
And I do love how you have it out to the skill drain, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah. No, this card was great. This card is fantastic. So
okay,
that was the deck. This card's okay. If there was a better normal trap that I can use, I probably would. But I want to have a normal trap that I can side going first, so I don't mess up the math in my main deck. So even these come out. These usually come in, depending on the matchup. But if I can find something a little better, open to it.
Alrighty. Well, congrats again on top 32, man.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be it, everyone. Bortle out.